to do a Keep the Memories Alive video with us. So when did you first become a lion?
I was about 3 years old, and I became a lion because the principal of the School for the Blind in Oregon came to our home, knocked on the door, and said to our mother, "Well, I'm sure looking forward to having your blind twins at the School for the Blind." And my mother said, "Over my dead body. They're going to public school to learn how to be socially appropriate and involved in the community." And she basically shoved him out of the house. And the guy rang the doorbell again and said, "But I'm not done. There are so many blind children in Oregon now that the lionesses of Oregon have created a institute for the parents of blind children to get together at the School for the Blind and begin the process of getting onward with it." And my mother said, "Oh, I can't go. I teach full time." And they said, "You need to come. This will be good for you and your daughters." So we went to the blind school, and we meaning my mother and my twin sister and myself. And that's where so much began for us. It was because of lions.
That's wonderful. So obviously that's why the Lions Club. And then,
Well, so I always knew that lions were in my future. They also presented us because we did end up going to public school. And so the Portland Downtown Lions Club, which is the oldest club in the state of Oregon, presented us with each with a braille writer, which I wanted to throw out the window. But anyway, so they've always been in my life in some way or another. But I did join actually the Eugene Downtown Lions Club in 1993 because of Lion Don Bowers, who would not quit harassing me. And so he was my sponsor. So that's when I joined.
So technically, how many years have you been a Lion member?
30 years this year.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. 30 years of service and still going.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what was or is your occupation, trade, or profession outside of Lions?
Well, for 30 years, it was as a rehabilitation teacher working with newly blind adults in Florida, New Jersey, and Oregon. Wow. Consecutively. So, and I still do it. I have a consulting business. I work with adults who are new to sight loss, which is what got me involved with the Hull Foundation and Learning Center, which is where I lead seminars for them.
Wow.
And that's out in Sandy, Oregon.
That's amazing. So would you like to share a significant memory with us, something that was, a special project or a fundraiser that you participated in?
I would. There's so many. And I know that, one outstanding one was the first time I went to Mexico with the Oregon Lions Vision Clinic. And I was able to place a white cane in the hand of we thought she was like 5, but she was more like 7-year-old who had never, ever, ever walked alone by herself in her life. Because the terminology used in Latin America for disability is menos validos, which means a minus value person. So how far would you get with that one? But so that was I put a cane in her hand and was explaining to her parents what I was going to do. She took that cane, put the cane tip on the ground, and started running around the room by herself, laughing. Wow. And the rest of us were crying. That would be the one I'd tell, but I'm going to also tell about as district governor in 2012-13, my club or my district created a 25-year pin honoring women in Lions. And it was absolutely my privilege to get a bunch of those and take them to the Lions Club that started the whole process of opening their doors to women who were lions. And they took the chance of having their charter taken away by international. But before that happened, the Rotary, who was also going through the court process to allow women, open their doors to women, they won in court. So of course Lions followed suit. So we got the benefit and they got the bill, the Rotary. So that was huge.
Wow, that is huge.
Yeah.
So what offices have you held as a Lions member, and what special recognition or honors have you received?
Gosh, I can't tell you in order, but I was district governor for District 36O in 2012-13. I am the proud recipient of a Helen Keller Award and also a Melvin Jones Fellowship. And let's see, I've been president of Portland Downtown Lions Club. I've served chairing a variety of committees, representing camps throughout the state for several years. And the one that I've really enjoyed is chairing the site preservation and awareness, with a bunch of other words after it, committee, where I've investigated and reported on services that not only that Lions do, that not only preserve lion vision, but also restore vision. So there's lots of stuff I've done in that regard, and I've been very honored to serve on the patient care committee with the Oregon Lions Sight and Hearing Foundation. So I get to put my experience base of dealing with eye charts and eye diseases and helping to spend the money that is so that we never have enough to pay for the large cost items that people need. So over and above glasses, but we pay for eye surgeries and
Right.
drops and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I'm sure I've done other stuff that I can't really think what else.
Well, that alone is amazing.
Yeah.
And then, what words of wisdom would you like to pass on to some of our younger Lions members?
Well, I love our motto of "we serve," but also what Helen Keller said many years ago is, "Alone we can do so little, and together we can do so much."
Wonderful words.
Yeah, I'm hugely proud that the way we set up our finances, we every dollar, every bit of money that is raised from public is used for public service. And you can't beat it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been a member for 30 years, and I'm sure you'll be a member for probably another at least 30 more years.
Probably.
How would you like to be remembered? Tough question.
Yeah. That hopefully I've opened people's eyes and hearts and perceptions that people who are blind can make great lions if clubs are willing to open their hearts. And yes, it may take more support in regard to transportation to participate in events and service projects. I do sit on the American Council of the Blind Lions affiliate, where blind lions get together on a monthly basis and support each other via phone as we, talk through the challenges of how to be, the most involved lion living with sight loss.
Wow.
So
Wow. Well, thank you so much for your service.
you're welcome. It's my pleasure.